What a show.
Okay, I got it.
What a show.
Oh, wait, you're hidden too. I hid something else.
Wait, what do you mean I'm hidden?
Yeah, there. There.
Every day you become a master of this program.
Look at that. That was so much faster.
What? Faster
Are our
than
heads
what?
getting bigger every episode? Look at that.
Did I zoom in? I might have zoomed in.
You're noir, Vito.
I've entered the Clerks verse. I'm vintage indie movie Vito.
Anytime anyone mentions that movie, I'm upset. I get a bad feeling in my stomach.
What does that mean? In what way?
Like everything about it and all the fans of it. I'm echoing, by the way, through your headphones.
Yes, you are. And now I've turned off my speaker. We fixed it. What do you call it?
What?
The promise
Clerks,
of
the movie,
well,
the movies and the people who like them.
Well, because it started off kind of endearing and fun, and then we realized Kevin Smith, I don't know what happened.
He's a
crazy
douchebag and a shitheel. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is, remember, he was on Miramax, and also Tarantino was on Miramax. And so Harvey...
Is Harvey Weinstein involved in that?
Yeah, exactly. Harvey Weinstein would bring these two guys out. Their Pulp Fiction and Clerks came out, or maybe it was Reservoir Dogs and Clerks came out around the same time.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is the future.
You're not black and white because of Michael Madsen, are you?
No. Although I was watching clips from Sin City earlier.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein was going, this is the future of independent filmmaking. A guy who makes, really interesting, action, dramatical thrillers, and a guy who, his friends smoke pot and they fuck around. And it turns out only one of those actually had a future to it. I don't know. I was
more than anything,
were you into Clerks? Were you into any of it when it, earlier on, before it became all shit?
I instantly hated it and hated everyone who enjoyed it, and also... It also, I just realized, it ushered in this era of discussing movies and culture.
On some level, I guess.
That really,
I can see that.
If I had to pick between pedophiles and people who talk about movies to wipe out on the face of the earth, I would have to think about it.
I mean, I was deep in the View Askew-niverse. I even saw their... View Askew is the name of the Kevin Smith's production company, and they even made I even saw their horror movie Vulgar from 2000. Did you ever see that one?
No, God no.
It's the guy from Clerks is a rundown loser who I think gets raped by a clown. Let's see.
Okay.
He gets hired to work at a party, then he's attacked and brutally beaten and raped.
In real life?
No, in the movie, you get to see the guy from Clerks. You're like, oh, this will be funny. It's from the Clerks guys.
I want to see that in real life.
It's Dante from Clerks getting raped, and then he becomes a murderous clown. And it's just fucking terrible
I don't want it to really
movie.
happen. I don't want it to really happen in real life, but I do want to see a movie where the actor who plays Dante from Clerks is playing the actor who plays Dante and is raped and beaten by a clown. Sure. Doesn't matter.
Steve Dave was at Hackamania. Did you talk to Steve Dave at all?
Who the fuck is Steve Dave?
See, I knew... That's the difference between me and you. I was like, oh my God, it's Steve Dave. And I know that you are like, who the fuck is it? Steve Dave was, he was in a bunch of Kevin Smith stuff. Remember in Mallrats?
He's an actor?
Well, kind of. It's more like he's Kevin Smith's friend from New Jersey who's just in the movies.
So he's potentially one of these Hollywood pedophiles.
No! Steve Dave's he's not a Hollywood pedophile. He was on, did you ever watch their Comic Book Men reality show that Kevin Smith put together?
No, I was in the,
you were having sex with girls in high school. Got it.
Yeah.
I think it came along later. Anyway, he was at Hackamania. I think he's a friend of Carl in Carl's show.
Okay.
And he's the guy in Mallrats. Remember in Mallrats, there's a comic book store, a guy who owns the comic book store. And he's got a little...
that movie is sucks. I didn't see that shit.
You never saw Mallrats?
No, it looks like trash. No.
What? It's like I think Mallrats. I'm not sure if it would hold up now, but obviously when I was a
you don't think so?
15-year-old boy. Well,
yeah,
okay. Well, no, maybe that could be maybe that's the pitch. There's no malls anymore. I mean, they made a Clerks 3. I guess there's still convenience stores. I still refuse to see that new Clerks movie. I've read what happens, and I'm like, what happened to Kevin Smith, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't remember. Well, whatever. He should have stopped making movies. Whatever happened to him. Okay.
Well, he couldn't get Rosario Dawson for the movie, so he said, I'll just kill her and her unborn child. And I'm like, that's not the solution to that problem.
That's great.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
It's a cool movie. Thanks, buddy.
Cool stuff.
Okay, ready?
Yes. We like Steve Dave. Good guy.
Why?
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from shows moving to different days to shows on 2 weeks delay.
Too many gays.
Too many gays. Yeah. Name can't be blank. Thank you very much. Not such a great one, but it was the best one we got. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always, Vito Gesualdi. How you doing?
Hello, Dick. Doing all right.
You got anything fun planned for the 4th? Any magic stuff?
I wanted to drive to Buffalo Bills, but I'm probably not going to drive to Buffalo Bills.
The serial killer?
No, the casino, the Prim Casino.
Oh, the Prim Casino? What are they doing?
They're shutting down forever. And I'm like, it's going to be my last
Prim
chance.
In Vegas?
Yeah. You know when you're driving to Vegas,
yeah.
Before you hit Vegas, there's Buffalo Bills with the roller coaster and whatever else.
Yeah. Place a shithole.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a delightful.
Why do you want to go there? You want to like mess it up?
Just
or
to be
stuff?
like the last day of Buffalo Bills Casino. You know they have Bonnie
in Prim?
In Prim, yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna go to Vegas after that?
I guess I would probably stop in Vegas afterwards, but see Bonnie and Clyde's death car one more time, one last time.
They're not going to sell that thing, or are they just going to roll it out the back?
I assume that it's just, I think they're going to probably just shutter the place and all that stuff's going to rot away in there. Because, it's one of these things where they just own the land. It's not like they're renting the land. So they can just have it sit there forever, and they're just going to close the doors.
They could turn it into like a homeless casino, a homeless-themed casino. Where they let the homeless live there.
It kind of already is that.
That'd be fun.
If you've been to Buffalo Bills Casino in the last couple of years, it's basically a homeless themed casino.
You're playing blackjack, and then the homeless come over and try to like bum cigarettes off you, or ask for a buck. And the dealers are all homeless. They don't know the rules. That'd be fun.
They don't know the rules. They're just making it up.
You're playing quarters and stuff, and like some kind of weird game that black people play, and you're like, I think you just bet on this every time. Did they not?
Why are we betting little
stats?
Plastic bags of what is this?
You play dollars or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a game called Dollars, but I forget.
I think there is a casino adding rock, paper, scissors. I think they're finally getting in on the Vegas vacation method of gambling.
Is this you testing out Vegas? Are you going to move it into Prim?
Oh, man, I would love to.
You could fill it with toys.
It would be cool to fill it with toys. No, I like kitschy, like inexplicable shit where you're like, why did you think this was a good idea? And like, it was such a bad idea that now you're watching it fall apart. Like, do you know they used to have like a river ride that went around the whole casino? Like you would be in a raft.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's a casino themed after like the gold rush era of California. We're like, you're riding down the river collecting gold, and you're like, why did you think? Why?
Disneyland did that, and Disneyland's a big success.
Right, but
so
Disneyland
what are you
has
talking
like
about?
You go around the casino and there's like horrible rotting mannequins of like an old-timey prospector like waving down at you.
How come all these fat chicks go to Disneyland and not Prim's Casino?
Well, that's the thing is when I go to Disneyland, and I've only been once, I like the weird old shit that like my favorite thing about Disneyland is that they just have an exhibit where you sit down and an animatronic Lincoln lectures you about slavery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, At one point, like, whoever, if Disney came up with this himself or whatever, he's like, this is what people want. They want to see a robot Abe Lincoln. And, like, the line for Guardians of the Galaxy is, like, 4 hours long. You can ride Lincoln as many times as you want. There's no wait. You can speed run Lincoln, like, 10 times in a row. You just run in a theater. He goes 7 years ago. It's exciting to me.
My wife's
the insanity
favorite,
of it.
My wife's favorite ride at Disneyland was one where you go in and like they have like scenes from the movies and you can record your own voice saying the line. And then it plays it back to you.
I think I know what you're talking. They got rid of that like a while ago, right?
So we went. She's like, they fucking took my favorite ride, and it was just a thing. And I was like, the whole time I was like a talk boy. Like, what are you talking about?
You know, you can just like take the movie and talk over, and it's the same thing. No, it gives you the cues, and yeah, I know what she's talking about. Well, they get rid of all that shit. Now they're even getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Riverboat or whatever because they got to make room for more Cars shit. I like all the weird, kitschy Americana where you go, man, people really used to give a shit about this stuff, you know?
I'm going to tell my son that Disneyland's haunted and that they steal your foreskin.
That's why we can never go.
It's full of juice. Like, it's full of haunted liquid.
Do you like any of the theme parks? Are you like? Do you like any rides or experiences?
I like Magic Mountain.
Which one's Magic? I've never been to Magic Mountain.
It's this really cool looking.
Is that Disney? Does Disney own that?
No. Their slogan is "Fuck Disneyland." They
Fuck
have
Disney. We don't have.
Yeah,
any
they
of
have
that
a
crap.
scanner checking for knives. They have a metal detector at the beginning that says "Mexicans only," pointing down. And then it scans you for knives on the way in. It says "Fuck Disneyland." It's really if you drive on the 5 north, it's this it's this huge park in Valencia with all these amazing looking roller coasters that never work. It's a really interesting a museum of like a statement on consumerism and culture where they built this huge amusement park and none of the roller coasters ever work, and the bigger they are, they work less. It's really a fascinating art installation that I love.
I gotta go, and I want to go to. I got a friend trying to get me to fly to Florida. They want to go to all the Disney crap, and I'm like, I don't
believe
know.
You. Okay,
you don't believe that a friend wants me to go to Disney? I don't want to go.
Shows moving from their normal times. That was number 1.
I'm glad that problem has gone away.
Mm-hmm. Deli Dummies 41. I got a lot of comments on that too.
Really?
Yeah, nesting.
Apparently, I am. I need to make a list of stories I've already told because I got. You told that story. I heard that one, guys. We do 200 episodes. You don't remember every fucking thing you ever said. I'm sorry. I'll make a list.
You told that one twice though.
Make a list of every story. I think that's the problem with all podcasts. At some point, you run out of stories. You're like racking your brain. Your good stories are
gone. Okay. Urban and federal holidays. That was a fucking retarded problem that you had.
I agree. I couldn't go to the post office on Juneteenth.
Did you enjoy your Juneteenth at all?
I forget. I think I did. I definitely thought about slaves. That's what matters, right?
Yeah, that's a good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Herb Beta Patch says, it's settled Vito needs to go on the financial audit and explain to Caleb why his Final Fantasy...
They keep texting me.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to go on.
Once a week, I'm getting a message from their text in my phone going, hey, Vito, we'd really love to get you on, if you got like 10 minutes to talk to our producer or something. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah. Are you going to do it?
I'm like 50-50 on it. Let's put it that way.
What would it take?
If this show's finances keep dipping, I'll have to go on because then I'll have a good reason. Like, what happened to your finances in these months? I'm like, I tanked the only good thing I had going. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not you. Everybody, I know this isn't going to stop people from speculating, but for the last 2 months, every single sound to me above a 50 decibels is excruciating pain. It's called hyperacusis or noxacusis, and it's so rare that not only do they not, of course, they don't know what causes it or how to fix it, but also it's so rare that that doctors don't even pretend to care about it. They just go,
That's the worst,
you know what?
dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know anything about it. And I said, well, what if I do this? And he goes, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it. I said, well, I was on Reddit all week after the Boston show. I stayed in my room because my ears were so fucked, just reading. And I said, I've stayed up all week reading this stuff, and this might work. And he goes, well, the last thing you want to do is read about it, obsessively. And
well,
like,
then
are you
fucking do something. You fix it.
How did you get to be a fucking doctor if not reading shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is even your job, jackass?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, anyway. It'd be nice to see you on the financial audit. Just bring in fake stuff. Just fake everything.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say what I thought would be funny. Never mind. We'll see what happens.
Why?
Yeah,
what would
let's
be
go
funny?
on there. I mean, it would be great to go on there and, like, totally crash out and just be like, you don't understand. I made this comic book and all the money's, whatever. There's a million things that could happen.
Yeah, fake it. Just fake all your bank. Bring in someone else's. Find somebody whose finances are fucked and don't look at them and bring it in and have to try to react and bullshit right from Jump Street of stuff you don't even know.
I have some risky positions I should probably unwind. Let's put it that way.
What are your risky positions?
I'm too deep into some stocks. I gotta unwind.
Put it all in VOO, dude. Now's the time.
Yeah.
If interest rates go to 1%, pew!
That's what I'm hoping. I agree.
Or go buy some Jupe. JLP. Go buy some JLP on
Jupe?
Solana. Go buy some JLP, not Jupe. JLP. Buy JLP on Solana.
Is that Jesse Lee Peterson coin?
Jesse Lee Peterson coin, yeah. Buy it.
I don't want Jesse Lee Peterson coin.
That's fucking
What's the
stupid.
actual good coin? You would know.
I said fucking JLP. Go fucking buy it.
What is it? Tell me what it does.
What am I gonna say that's gonna make you go buy it?
I just want some anime NFTs. I saw some cool NFTs the other day, and I went, I do kind of want those.
Go buy those then.
Thank you.
Sam says, looks like Carl put on some weight. Chomo says, Dick is crazy for not finding Funkhauser funny. He is funnier than Dick.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I'm
guy
not
is.
saying that, but
He should have been him, the guy, not him playing
just
a guy.
watch Curb. You don't even watch the show, and you're critiquing it.
Because the decisions are stupid that they make.
Well, you got nothing. Now that you got a baby, you're gonna be sitting there watching the baby. You watch Curb while you're holding the baby.
I'm gonna be watching only shows from the 80s. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna download all the shows. I'm gonna use a computer to in a box and play reality from the 80s on my TV. So I can change the channel
You
and
want,
it
TV,
will.
You want news and whatever. Make them think it's the 80s. Reagan's president.
Exactly,
That's kind of fun.
Vito.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, right.
Well, I always wondered. See, it sucks that kids eventually interact with other kids and find out about iPads and other bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you had a kid and you're like, this is an Atari, it's the newest thing. Would the kid not have fun with it? But then they see a Nintendo Switch and they're spoiled.
Yeah. Okay. CJ Ped says Vito should find a way to make money being funny instead of hawking junk. I mean, I
tried that. It's way easier to hawk junk. No, I am trying it. I was on PKA. That went well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Have you ever been on with that Harley guy?
Yeah, I went on to tell him that iDubbbz is a piece of shit, and he defended iDubbbz for like an hour.
And now he completely does not defend iDubbbz at all, and you were completely right.
Totally vindicated.
See, I wanted to ask about the iDubbbz stuff, but I'm like, he's probably talked about it a million times. But he was fun. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, it was fucking great. iDubbbz went after Israel, and then all of a sudden Harley
now all of a
says,
sudden
that guy Dick was right. Oi,
changes their minds. I can't believe it. What changed?
Jeremy Lowe says, Vito spending money he raised for a comic book. Vito, you are a bad person. You spent all the money people gave you and bought trinkets. Thief. And then a Vito imposter says, oh no, I turned your money into more money. How awful.
I mean, well, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the real Vito wouldn't be there arguing with this fucking lunatic, would he?
It is weird the way people view crowdfunding is they think you get the money and then you have to like put it in a locked safe.
Yeah.
And never touch it.
Yeah,
and you're like,
should.
well, obviously I can take that and like just put it in like a high yield savings account or anything.
Buy JLP with it. You should have bought JLP with it.
Well, I bought Final Fantasy Magic cards and they're doing it. They did take a little dip. There's been a dip in the market, but hopefully it comes back up.
Necros, says, shows moving time slots is a pretty big problem. There's this show I catch on reruns while I'm watching it. I think this is pretty funny. I should buy the DVD set when the show is live, but lately the show's been constantly moving time. Okay, it's about us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lion Cup is science. Vito's already told the meat slicer story and his other story at the end of the show. Yikes, he said.
What was the other story? I got to make a list of stories I've already told.
Zargon says, we already had the deli meat story. I don't know how many times I've heard it in a row. Yeah, but I already read that comment, so, I mean, I don't know.
Stories you've already told.
Kilroy was here, says, why did Vito block me? Because I asked when Super Killer was going to ship when he was posting images of the second issue. I wanted to know. I've backed this book partly because I liked the story idea and for how he dealt with Mr. Berger a year ago. He was a cool guest. There you
go. What's his Twitter name? You got to tell me your Twitter name. I'm pretty sure nobody just said, "Hey, where's the comic?" or whatever. It's usually, "Hey, fat boy." Speaking of whatever, I won't get into it. I did a lot of great. It looks really good right now.
Okay. Vito Chasmo says Vito needs to watch Seinfeld. George Costanza could be an aspirational figure for him.
Larry David is George Costanza. Same thing.
Todd Hustler says Vito's streaming equipment sucks. I'm not watching the Vito call-in show. Lame. Okay, there you go.
Fantastic.
For those of you who are listening, thank you. Do you have a thing today?
I do have a thing. Would you like to do a thing?
Yeah. Hold on, because I got a new one from Tomato Head.
All right.
Here you go, and I'll remember to put it in the MP3 this time.
Then
go ahead, do your intro.
Vote it up.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to vote a problem soon. I gotta get drunk before the show begins, and Dick and Vito start bitching at each other again. So I was about to vote, but damn near went blind, cause young Cliff was stepping over Vito's property line. He ran in the house to get Q-tips in a flat brim to cover seeping and zits. So go vote up the problems, it isn't hard. Biggest problem.show, don't be a tard. Take your hand off your dick, go and check the list, find an up arrow, and give that shit a click.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
People are getting
Tomato Head, that's great.
People are getting creative. And I'll say, thank you for not including I don't know if that was a cover or whatever. I always see comments from people going, "Why are there ads on this episode?" And I go, because whichever one of you idiots sent in a voted up song decided you needed to leave 20 seconds of uninterrupted intro.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put an intro. And if you put an intro, you put like 2 notes and then just start singing. We know the song. All right,
just do it correctly, okay?
But then I get blamed. People go, "Oh, Vito put 1 million ads on the episode. There's 1 million ads on the episode." No, there's a copyrighted
Oh, that's why that
piece
happens?
Yes. So
I thought that was you doing that.
No, I have to go in, and sometimes there's one episode I can't do anything. I had to take the song out entirely, or else it'll run ads. So I have to use YouTube's automated remove music function.
Yeah,
okay?
that sounds great, I bet.
The other option is to tell YouTube, but I can only do this in certain instances. I go, "This episode has a bunch of nudity and sex and racist talk." And they go, "Oh my God, we can't put ads on this."
You can't monetize it, right?
Yeah, and then it takes all ads off.
That makes sense.
If you ever see 1 million ads on an episode, it's because some idiot went, "You know what would be cool if the first 30 uninterrupted seconds of Stairway to Heaven played before I shrilly go, vote it up, vote it up." All right, anyway. This is voted up. We're taking a look at some past problems, Dick.
Yeah.
Here's a recent one, which I still believe deeply in. From episode 186, the problem of all technology is a flat rectangle. Well, it's possible that this might be changing in a small way, as Sony's patent on slide-out gaming controls for mobile devices has ended this month. Now, did you ever see the Xperia Play cell phone?
No.
It was a cell phone that you took the screen and you pushed it up, and underneath was a complete set of PlayStation controls.
Like a sidekick?
Yeah, kind of, except with a game controller under it. Specifically a patent on having a game controller under the screen.
That's retarded.
No, it's not retarded.
It's a retarded patent.
Yeah, it's a retarded
patent. Yeah.
I mean, every time you have a phone, have you ever tried to get like those Bluetooth gaming things where you got to jam your phone in there and it always feels wrong? And you go, why can't they just build a gaming controller into it? Well, you should. Your phone's a great emulation device. Yeah. Anyway, now that patent has expired, we're already seeing the new Ambernick RG Slide emulation device is coming out. Maybe the next, maybe we'll see more cell phones with gaming technology built into them.
Oh, God,
This could be exciting. This is good. It's better than just a fucking rectangle that I gotta add buttons to.
How many video games do you need to play every day? You're
I
walking from the couch to the bathroom and you need to play a game before you get there? Fire up your Super Nintendo in the bathroom? Oh, here we go.
Well, sometimes
pause that one, walk back to the couch.
Out. Let's say you're at the DMV, you gotta wait in line. It's nice to be able
just
to
wait there. Just relax.
Yeah, but you're there for like 2 hours, and it's like, okay, you can play Candy Crush or whatever, but wouldn't you rather be playing a Super Nintendo Classic?
So you need a DMV phone?
Well, yeah. I remember waiting at the doctor's office playing on my phone and wishing I didn't have to use these on-screen controls, wishing it had a slide-out gaming board.
You got enough
If they make a gaming
games.
cell phone, if like Microsoft made a gaming cell phone with a joystick under it, I'd get it. That's fun to me.
I believe that.
That's cool. I always wanted that Sony cell phone with the fucking slide-out controllers. Apparently the technology sucks, but it looks cool. Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe we're solving that problem. Here's a problem we're not solving. Oh, guys, that problem is number 664 with 76 upvotes. So I guess not very many of you care about the rectangle technology. But here's one you guys do care about. From all the way back in episode 11, this was the problem of celebrity voice actors.
Ugh. Dude, are you bringing this in because of Death Stranding?
No, why? Well, Death Stranding's not voice actors because they actually.
It's his fucking face, right? It's it's like the actor.
Yeah,
I don't want to see any actors in video games. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. That's a real guy.
Well, I mean, but that's Kojima's whole thing. Look, Kojima
clearly. That's stupid.
But that's what
do you think
wants.
that directors want to use real humans? They would just make the guy in their mind that was the guy, but they have to use real people. And then you go to video games where they could make anything they want. And they still pick a fucking guy. Stupid.
Yeah, but Kojima's just like an old Japanese guy who loves movies, and he clearly just uses the fact that he's a video game guy to meet all his favorite actors and directors and go, I put you in the video game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's exciting for him. Did you see Frank, what's the guy who directed Fury Road? The guy who directs Mad Max? Frank Miller? Was that it?
I don't know.
He's in fucking Death Stranding. George Miller. George Miller's in it. Who
more
else
celebrities?
is in there? Junji Ito, Conan O'Brien was in the first Death Stranding.
Imagine if Super Mario Brothers, the original game, at the end of after you kill Bowser, you go in the next room and it's CeeLo, and he's like, "Hey Mario, it's fucking CeeLo. The princess isn't here."
Guillermo del Toro is just running around Death Stranding wearing like a rubber suit the whole time. He looks like a fucking idiot. You got to play Death Stranding. It's
great.
I'm
not playing that shit.
You're having a baby. This would be like a formulative experience. It's all about taking care of a baby.
I don't want to spend time with a fake baby when I have a real baby.
Well, maybe it would teach you skills. While your normal baby is sleeping, you can learn from the digital baby.
Okay, great.
How to not fall off a mountain with a baby, which I did many times. That baby should have been dead, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I'm saying the digital recreation of actual people, I got no problem with it, although some of them are cringe. Here's what's a problem, Dick. Remember Smurfs?
Yeah.
Little blue guys. They're fun.
Obviously.
Anybody, what did the Smurfs sound like? It was kind of like, we're smurfing around. Or smurfing.
Yeah, they sound like chipmunks.
Yeah, okay.
They sound like little guys.
So you probably would not need a AAA voice cast of talent.
No, I hate,
exciting Smurfs reboot.
Wasn't like, That wasn't that Carlos Mencia a Smurf in the first one?
Probably. I never saw
It's
the
like,
first
what the
Smurf.
fuck is this shit?
Did the Smurfs meet Neil Patrick Harris, or was that a different one?
No, they met Neil Patrick Harris. Now they've got
Why?
Gargamel's brother, I think.
Well, here's the voice cast. Okay, you have John Goodman as Papa Smurf. Then you have Nick Offerman as Papa Smurf's brother, Ken Smurf.
John Goodman with his dentures that you can hear in like every consonant he makes. Like, dude, come on.
And Kurt Russell as another one of Papa Smurf's brothers. Like, why do you need all these fucking people? Then you have that asshole James Corden as No Name Smurf. You have Dan Levy.
As gay, as fat and gay Smurf.
Well, there's going to be a couple gay Smurfs. There's Dan Levy from, what was that show? Fucking, with all the Jews. And they're in like a small town. The one, and they have to be in a small town, and their Jewish ways are, whatever. You know that guy. Amy Sedaris is going to be a Smurf. Sandra Oh. Jimmy Kimmel.
Is Aquafina going to be a Smurf?
Well, the worst one is, of course, leading it off, in the role of Smurfette is Rihanna. Rihanna will be
She's
Smurfette.
completing her. She's slowly changing into a white woman. She bleached her hair.
Is. Yeah.
She won the country music, whatever. Now she's Smurfette. So she's blue now. She's not completely black. She's moving in.
Are Smurfs the
Step by step.
midpoint? Like first you're black, then you're blue, then you're white? You slowly move your way in that direction?
Yeah, basically.
Well, Rihanna will take center stage as Smurfette, a role for which she also produces and supports musically, whatever that means. During the June 28th world premiere in Brussels, the pregnant pop star revealed that she recorded a powerful new track, Friend of Mine, for the film's soundtrack. So not only is Rihanna Smurfette, but I guess Smurfette is going to sing a song, which sounds horrible. We also have Billy Lord as Worry Smurf.
So it's Black Smurfette? That's what they're doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Nick Kroll's in here. Alex Winter is in here. Sure, I guess Alex Winter has nothing else going on. And everyone's favorite DJ Marshmallow as Turtle, a friendly creature who is a friend of the Smurfs. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't wait
Sounds
to
like
see
shit.
these... Like, why? It's just the fucking Smurfs. It's like, what is the thinking? Is there a guy at home who goes, I don't want to see that Smurf shit? And they go, well, you know, Nick Offerman is going to play Papa Smurf's brother. And he goes, I'm fucking in.
Fucking
Let's
put that
do
in.
it.
I love Nick Offerman.
James,
it's supposed to be
James
for
Corden's
parents,
in
but
there.
the kind of parents who would show their kids a Smurf movie with Rihanna don't deserve to have anything nice. So
Yeah.
I don't see what the point is.
There was also a thing recently where they were talking about, you know, how a Goofy movie is like a classic movie. And at one point,
Yeah.
they did a documentary about it recently. And in the documentary, they're like, yeah, they really were like pushing us to get like a celebrity to be Goofy. And we're like, it's Goofy's fucking... No, it's Goofy. It has to be Goofy's voice. It doesn't need to be...
God, they gotta ruin
different guy.
everything, don't they? Don't they have to ruin fucking everything?
Don't say they like that. You know, I don't...
Casting directors! You fucking casting directors! You fucking miserable fucking casting directors! You ruined fucking everything!
Well...
You're committing genocide of my childhood memories.
I find it very bizarre that we need a star-studded Smurfs voice cast. Like, whatever. Anyway, celebrity voice actors, currently number 124 with 433 upvotes, guys.
All right.
Don't forget to vote it up.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just
Jimmy
thought
Kimmel,
that I had to vote a problem soon. I gotta
that
get
guy.
drunk before the show begins and Dick and Vito start bitching at each
Sandra
other
Oh.
again. So I was about to vote, but damn near
Sandra
went blind
Oh?
'cause young Clipper
Is
stepped
that the
over
bitch from
Vito's
In-
property
from Invincible?
line. He ran in the house
yeah,
to get Q-tips
Oh,
and
dude.
a flat brim
She's-
to cover
she's
sequins
fucking
in.
horrible
Yeah,
in
that old
Invincible.
age
Vote
lady.
of problems, it isn't hard.
Grey's
Biggest problem
Anatomy.
dot show, don't be a tard. Take your hand off your dick,
Fucking
go and
casting
check the
director.
list.
Why are there so
find
many
an up
old
arrow,
Asian
and
ladies
give that
in
shit a
movies now?
click.
Like, what was that decision?
Have you heard of China? Have you heard of a little thing called China?
But they're not
And-
watching half of this shit, are they?
Yeah.
They're watching Everywhere, Everyone Thing at Once. They're watching Invincible.
They fucking love it. They see Short Round up in the Oscars, and they just start fucking throwing rice everywhere. and kicking dogs. They get so excited.
My God.
They fucking they rumble their fucking caves where they live. They love it.
Are they going to get Chinese people to see this? I don't think Chinese people are excited for. Is Sandra Oh even Chinese? I don't even know what the fuck she is. Well, the Canadian American, Asian descent. What does that mean? Is she Chinese or not? I hate when they're like Canadian American. Yeah, but Chinese Canadian American or what?
They fucking love it.
She was born in Korea. Oh, she's South Korean. I will say, did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, that looked like as soon as I saw that show, I said, that's a show for fucking pedophiles when it showed up on Netflix. What the fuck is that all about?
First of all, it's not a show, it's a movie. And second of all,
a movie for pedophiles.
It's not for pedophiles. It's a very well-animated... Did you like Into the Spider-Verse? It's very much like Into the Spider-Verse.
No, I didn't. After looking back on it, it fucking sucked. That movie sucks.
They did a pretty good job. I enjoyed that movie. All right, who won?
Oh, I forget. Was it me? Yeah, show's moving from the... Okay, my problem is deficit dummies.
Deficit dummies.
Yeah, here, three of the biggest retards on the internet, deficit dummies, Elon Musk, Thomas Massey, and Rand Paul, who will not shut the fuck up about the deficit. The United States deficit.
Elon Musk is like throwing a lot of goodwill away over it, man. He's really like obsessed with it.
Yeah, he should light himself on fire like that monk in protest or that army guy in protest of the government spending any money. It was cool. It was cool when the government was just like stealing stuff constantly. Yeah. And these guys were like, "Hey, the government shouldn't spend so much money. It's super fucked up." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. For 40 years, the government has done nothing but blow money on retarded shit that we can't afford. Yeah, that's true." And then the first time in my life, the government says, "You know what? We're gonna spend some money booting out all these fucking illegals who are taking."
You can just say illegals. You don't gotta add. You know,
all these motherfucking illegals that are taking everyone's job and ruining everything. Uninsured motorist insurance, burdening the healthcare system, causing fucking rampant crime, taking farm produce jobs from all black people. We're gonna pay a little bit of money, and we're gonna kick them the fuck out of the country. The first time ever this happened, and these three morons spend, I don't know, what is it, 2 weeks now, crying about spending a single dollar on anything. I brought this in from Rand Paul that sums it up. Throughout the Votorama, fuck you for using this term, fuck you. Throughout the Votorama, I was working all night to stop Congress from adding to our debt. Okay. I mean, okay. That's fine. Stop Congress from adding to debt. That's great, but it's there anyway, dude. It's there. It's always going to fucking be there because that's how democracy works. You pay people to vote for you. Grow the fuck up and understand where you are, shithead. I met with the VP and I reiterated my offer to vote for the bill. Here it comes. If it included a 90% reduction in debt spending. So like a totally preposterous, retarded amount of reduction in the debt that would never have, like, this cute ass, this cute response and made up story.
He wants to lower what by 90%?
Reduction in the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling. So, you know, I don't know what it's at. $40 trillion. So, you know, I don't know what they're raising.
So he wants the debt ceiling to be lower, meaning we hit it quicker?
Yeah, meaning we hit it quicker and we can't spend money on anything.
And then we're not allowed to spend money anymore. Yeah.
That'd be great, dude. No more military, no more welfare, but, you know, that's not the world we fucking live in, dude. No earmarks, no handouts, just real fiscal reform. I wasn't looking for favors. I wasn't horse trading. I was fighting for the American people and against our out-of-control debt. Bottom line, if I offered my vote for fiscal sanity, Congress chose to sell out taxpayers instead. Only once what pisses me off about it, that is this asinine 90% number. That it's not 50%.
Well, that's an insane
20%.
reduction.
Okay, so you didn't say 100. So you're willing to work with 10, and 11's not like. Where's the fucking number then? You shithead, you gay-haired looking motherfucker. Do you understand what I mean?
So the problem is guys who are obsessed with the deficit. Say it again.
Yeah, deficit dummies.
Yeah.
Like, all right, hey, let me give me $20 and I'll
I understand that they're worried about it, right?
Are they? I mean,
I don't know.
Are they really?
So
he's not worried about 10% of it. He's worried about 90% of it. And so, are they really? I don't want my wife 10% raped. You know?
Yeah.
I'm worried about. I don't want it at all. So where's this 10% come from?
Now, was he saying he wasn't going to vote for the bill unless they did this? Was that what he was holding over them or something?
They've been total cocksuckers, all three of them, and all their Indian all their Indian followers on Twitter.
Okay.
Or Malaysia, whatever. All their Eastern Hemispherian followers on Twitter.
Sure.
They've been total cocksuckers about it all week.
They're all very worried about. It seems like there are certain people who are worried that we've always been worried about the national debt, right? I get it. It's concerning when all these other countries own so much of our debt, and are they going to call it in? Could they manipulate our markets?
Yeah.
But what can you do?
So we're getting rid of the Mexicans, right? Because you know what they're gonna do the second they get in charge again is, hey, let's start fucking with the food. Let's make food free. Let's make everything free. What's the debt gonna do then? Fucking
the guy in New York, that's like his big thing, which is fucking insane.
With the food. Yeah, okay, man. Everybody
I don't know
gets.
Why. I don't know anybody in the government who says and here's the best part is we're gonna be in charge of food. You go, okay, that's like the worst idea ever. Please don't do that. It's never worked out at all. Has it ever worked out anywhere?
No, it only kills everyone.
No.
Every time they try it, it kills everyone.
The first thing you say when the government is like, we're gonna be in charge of the food, I'm like, oh my god, it's like announcing you're gonna kill a couple million people just casually, just for fun.
All right,
we're gonna have the grocery stores.
I think my point is with it. My point is, okay, debt sucks, right?
Yeah, because
people in the future have to pay it, but you just you print more. Like you print more, and then you vote. The whole point of democracy is voting to distribute resources. Take the money from people who are productive and give it to people who are not productive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It doesn't work when you import the entire third world and have to split up the money that the productive people make among infinity people. It works
but they're
in
building the houses. That's pretty productive. I saw a guy say, all my house building guys are too afraid to come build the houses.
Yeah, get fucked. Dude, when I go watch fireworks, I'm using that ice blocked shit to report ICE as being there because I don't want 60 cholos huffing nitrous all night while I'm trying to watch fireworks with my pregnant wife.
You know why Buffalo Bills Casino is closing?
Why?
Because they were making all their money having Hispanic concerts or whatever, and all the Mexicans would come over the border from California to Nevada to come to these concerts. Yeah. And now they're all afraid of going over the border because they're worried there's going to be an ICE checkpoint. Yeah. So now I got no Buffalo Bill Casino.
Get the fuck out, bro.
The Mexicans were keeping them going. They were part of the important part of the gambling economy.
So long.
They were spending money. It's a shame what's happening.
I would pay $1 quadrillion on the national debt if we could wall off the fucking country and keep all the people who are not here and their descendants here forever and fucking launch everybody who tries to get in illegally or legally into outer space. And then we'll figure it out. Then we'll figure out the rest of it,
Wow, you're going to need Elon Musk on your side for that. He loves letting people in.
He's got to go. He's got to go on a one-way trip to Mars or wherever. We'll shoot him in the Mars direction.
Going to Mars. You could probably get him we're like, hey, we're going to build a statue of you. You're going to be the first guy on Mars. And then just send him up. And then he's like, hey guys, is ground control there? And just cut him off completely.
Put him in a toilet. Put him in a porta potty. Fold him up and stick him in there.
Why don't we just codify slavery in this? Look, we made a big mistake getting rid of slavery is what we've learned, okay? Because we got rid of slaves, and then we were, like, real bummed out, and then Mexicans started showing up, and we're like, hey, we don't got to pay these guys very much.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You know, we can, but, you know, we can pay them in talking about how inspired we are by them. That's the currency. Is
Mexicans?
We go, like, yeah, we go like, oh my God, look at how hard.
No, they're working for their families. They're not getting glazed.
Right, but I'm saying, like, I think back in the day when, like, the blue states were all upset about slavery, if the red states were producing little videos about being like, this is James, and man, he's just, look at how hard he's working out in the field. Aren't you inspired? And
wait, wasn't this Uncle Tom's Cabin? Like that's what Uncle Tom's Cabin was. Exactly what you're talking about.
Was it? I
there's like,
Uncle Tom's
look
Cabin.
at these slaves, aren't they? Aren't they a noble? But don't you feel something for them now? I swear.
Well, that's what we learned, is that basically you can have slavery as long as, you know, occasionally you put out a thing where you go, look at how fast this guy can pick fucking cabbage. It's incredible. He deserves to be here, and we got to keep him here, paying him nothing. Like, that's his right.
Yeah, but they're getting paid a ton. The Mexican contractors they're getting paid an assload. They're probably getting paid more than what the black people who did their jobs if they were not here would be making.
Well, they're probably getting paid a good amount because you don't got to give them any sort of benefits or anything. It's just you give them the money and they fuck off, right?
No, they're just doing the farm stuff is all machines anyway
from the government.
Nah, you don't pay healthcare in those kind of fucking jobs anyway.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's been one of the things that's gonna fuck California, is that previously when uninsured people showed up to the ER or whatever, I think it was like 90% of those costs were getting passed on to the government. Where it's like, oh, don't worry, just, you know, give this guy whatever he wants and the government will pay for it. Now Trump's saying we're only going to pay like 30% and the state has to pay for the rest of it.
Yeah, good.
I mean, it is smart. One of the smart things about Trump is that he realized, listen, the only thing that matters is the money. If you start taking people's money away, they'll do anything you want.
Like, he realized, like, people don't know math, so I'm gonna fuck everybody over with math, and they won't be able to explain it. Like,
well, like with this, like Title IX stuff, where he goes, "Hey, I want to, you know, less of this and less race-based admissions and no more trans athletes." And they're like, "Well, we love our trans athletes, and we support them." He goes, "Okay, you don't get your title, you don't get any money because of Title IX." And they're like, actually, we always hate. Did you see the news that like they're making? They're apologizing to every athlete because they let Leah Thomas win some fucking swimming awards. And I'm like, wow, that's all it took was just Trump going, I'm going to take your money away. And they go, never mind, we have no belief system whatsoever.
All it took,
and we will fold
this is like 10 years of shit to all it took to get
but
those
it was like
goddamn apologies.
Overnight, all Trump had to do was go, I'm taking your money away. And like, you can get everyone to change their mind immediately. It's such a smokescreen.
You
it's
shouldn't have fucked
crazy.
with sports. You really, white people will not tolerate you fucking with sports.
That was, there was a big article recently where they're like, you know, trans people, you probably could have had like a way better thing right now. You had like a lot of sympathy on your side, but then you started pushing for like crazy shit and you lost it all.
Yep.
And that's what's going on with the debt ceiling is, you know, nobody cares anymore. Nobody wants your to reduce spending.
$30 trillion since 1993. $30 trillion. So what the fuck does it matter? Everything sucks more since 1993, but what the fuck are you talking about? Who, at this point, who cares? It's going to be
$30 trillion in what? 11 aircraft carriers? More than every other nation combined? It's like at that point, your debt. I'm saying your debt doesn't. If people always go like, oh, our debt's like incredible. And I go, yeah, but if anybody really tries to fuck with us.
Is that me or Vito?
No, I think it was me.
There you go. Sorry. Okay. All right. What were you saying?
When you have the military might of a god, it's like you can kind of fuck around monetarily because at the end of the day, even if everything collapses, we have 11 aircraft carriers. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to take over America? You're going to take, we're going to repossess your cities? No.
I don't think that we means who you think it means.
Well, China would try to take it. China would try to collect, and we'd be like, no, you're not getting anything.
Maybe. Yeah. All right, that's my problem. Deficit, dummies.
Fascinating.
It's not the time.
All right. Well, I had one, but I think it's too similar to one I already did. Let me do this one I got here. Okay. So I don't know what I've been watching Hulu lately. I've been rewatching King of the Hill, which is great, and that's on Hulu. And then sometimes Hulu goes, "Here's the new shows." Yeah. It's always fascinating to me because, like, do you have cable television?
No.
I haven't had cable television in like 20 years.
Yeah.
But there's like these shows that clearly are designed for like just morons, just whatever. We're just filling space. And they have this new game show called The 1%, and it's hosted by Joel McHale, who I think I like, but then sometimes I'm like, do I actually like Joel McHale, or was I just like gaslit into thinking I like Joel McHale? Like, I liked Talk Soup.
What a complicated concept.
Do you remember watching Talk Soup back in the day?
Yeah, Greg Kinnear was amazing.
Oh, did he also host Talk Soup? I watched the Joel McHale seasons.
Sure you did. Yeah.
Whatever. Joel was great on there. Anyway, so Joel McHale, who's just kind of floundered around as like a alternate version of Ryan Reynolds, is now hosting a game show called The 1%. And I was like, oh, it's like trivia, you know? They give people like, the idea is increasingly difficult trivia questions, and then each round it's like, oh, only 2 people missed it because that was the easy one, and then 10 go out or whatever. That doesn't matter. What matters is how horrifically fake it feels, to the point where I'm like having like an anxiety experience where I go, are these real people? Because they're not acting like real. All of this is like carefully coordinated to a level and edited down into like this concise package where nothing about it resembles humanity anymore. I guess my problem is reality show editing, where there used to be a human experience. Like, somewhere in here are a bunch of human beings interacting naturally. Like, that had to have happened at some point. Yeah. But you've stripped away all awkwardness, all like small snippets of silence, and condensed it down into this hyper-focused nonsense product that just assails me with, I'm thinking about when I was a kid. Remember, you were homesick from school, and you would turn on the TV and you'd watch Price is Right.
Price is Right, yeah.
And Price is Right.
Donahue and Sally Jesse and all that shit. Montel.
All that stuff. And you would watch Price is Right, or you'd watch Donahue, or and even Jerry Springer had some editing, sure. But at the end of the day...
Yeah, but it got bad. Jerry Springer eventually turned into exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. Which is why Price is Right to me is the perfect example of, it was a charming old man interacting with normal, maybe slightly offbeat people. There's a little bit of producing. You know, before the show goes on, they're talking to people in line, being like, where'd you come out from? Oh, you got a funny story, you got a funny t-shirt, whatever. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it was still just a charming old man having actual interactions with people in a slightly ridiculous scenario. Hey, you gotta sink this golf ball putt to win $1,000. That's a little ridiculous. You know, the entertainment there, we understand it. That's a little ridiculous that if you hit a golf ball, you're going to win $1,000. And they've taken that. I was watching it. Joel McHale goes, oh, well, that was, anyone in the audience got a noise for that? And they cut to a lady, and the lady makes like a horse noise, but it's clearly not her voice. Like, they piped a horse voice on top of it. Because
what do you want? You're watching shit for retards. Like, what are you complaining about?
But a lot of people are.
It's like you go to McDonald's and you're like, oh, this fucking hamburger sucks. What the hell? It's all crooked.
But like what happened to just human beings interacting with each other being interesting? When
that's
Fish
Tank. Watch Fish Tank if you want.
Sure, that's
you gotta
great.
Watch streams.
Fish Tank is great. I agree. Or like a show like this, which is like actual human beings interacting with each other.
Yeah, right.
But there are a entire.
So why are you watching Netflix for that?
Because I'm watching fucking King of the Hill, and it's on Hulu. And then I was like, oh, maybe this game show will be interesting.
Of course, it's not going to be interesting.
But here's what I don't understand is like the premise of the game show is interesting. I'm like, oh, like kind of simplistic trivia questions, and then it gets a little more complicated, and oh, it's funny when a guy loses on a simple question. Like that alone is a good premise. but then they just take it and they hyper condense it down and they add like ADR of like a guy going, "Oh Lordy, this is a hard one," and you're like, "What? Who the fuck said that? Where is it?" Like, and it's crazy to me the way it's manufactured. It was fun when it was like, okay, like I like Kitchen Nightmares, even though I understand every episode is exactly the same. That's the Gordon Ramsay one.
Okay.
Because at least in that, you could pick out some level of, like, that food does kind of look like shit, and, like, that guy is kind of... There's, like, a slight amount of, like, yes, it's completely manufactured bullshit, but at least there's, like, something there. But now I'm looking at these people, and even though they're game show contestants, it all seems so hyper-organized and scripted to the point where I go, like, I don't think there's a single human... Like, just make it with AI.
Why don't you fire up an episode of, like, Paw Patrol and talk about how the characters are too...
don't feel real?
Shallow and one-dimensional. Yeah.
I think... So you know how I hate Mr. Beast? I think part of why I hate Mr. Beast is this is, like, so much of his content...
Yes. Yeah.
His
Mr. Beast games is unwatchable. It's like,
I tried to watch a little bit of it, and I was like, this is such contrived, scripted bullshit that, like,
I can't even keep track of what's going on. It's like the pacing's, like, all fucked up, and I'm like, wait, they're on an island already? How long are we in this weird studio? None of this makes sense to me.
I tried watching one of his videos, which was he locked people in a bunker where an alarm goes off, like, once a day at a random time, and they have 30 seconds to press a button, or they lose all the money and they have to stay in the bunker for like 30 days. So it's 30 days of like, okay, we gotta be close to the button because when the alarm goes off, we gotta press the button. But then it clearly turns out that it's not that hard. Like they're just sitting kind of near the button, and when the alarm goes off, they just kind of walk over to it and hit the button. And then Mr. Beast tries to make it like more challenging. He's like, all right, here's the deal. I'll double the money, but the alarm will no longer make a noise, so you won't hear it go off. And they go, oh, no, that's too hard. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And so it just ends up being them walking over to a button and pressing it. And you're watching the creative editing of like, oh, are they going to get there? Are they going to get there in time? And I'm like, he's sitting next to the button. Of course you will. There's like, no. And they add all these like pauses in of like, oh, they might not get there.
It's because they can't... They can't stress people enough to make them interesting anymore. All people just like being themselves is boring, and there's no other way to stress them out.
Fish Tank is good because it is kind of pushing people and fucking with them, right?
Yeah, and even that illegal. That got shut down. You know,
like
they're not allowed to do that anymore. It is shut down, I think now. Was that a
well,
bit?
because the building got condemned for they had to inspect the building, and I don't know what the building inspector said.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think if you build a bunch of bunk beds in a basement that are meant to house like 8 people, they go, you're not zoned for this many people in this unit, unfortunately.
Sure, because they would know that. I mean, they would know how many bunk beds you could have in the basement.
Well, if you said it's a sanctuary for Mexican migrants, you could have 100 fucking people down there. Is what he should have done.
Then it's fine.
Should have done
problem.
it in a sanctuary city. I'm just saying... I guess that's what's always disgusted me about Mr. Beast is like the blatant artifice of all of it. Is that I go, call me crazy. I think there's something entertaining about human beings interacting with other human beings. I think Bob
But you don't
Barker,
do that. You don't interact with
We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. I think part of the appeal of this show or any podcast, I think why podcasts are becoming popular. You're like, oh my God, it's just 2 guys talking. It's not like meticulously edited. There's not
what do you want them to do this? I don't want any competition.
I'm just saying, it's weird to me that I look back at what TV used to be. Even like, when TV first started off, and like stupid variety shows that we don't do that anymore. Just like people coming on stage and being human beings, and you're like, this is interesting. And we can't have that. It stopped being interesting enough that we have to add crazy animal noises and ADR dialogue.
When was it interesting? Reality TV was shit from the second it started being on television.
Reality TV, yes. But I'm talking about, like talk shows, I understand.
Yeah.
at some point, I understand the appeal of it was just like a comedian, a funny guy like David Letterman or Conan O'Brien going, here's my guest. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to have a band. It
that
was like
fucking
quaint.
sucked.
It was
Those were the celebrity shit.
Well, they
was
suck
stupid.
now because here's what I think. I think that the talk shows introduced this same level of like artifice and too much planning and less spontaneity, and you can't say that on television and what. And like, I think that's what killed it. I think the human experience of just like people interacting with people is interesting.
I think you have nostalgia. I think you're having like a need for people interacting that you're not getting, and you're expecting it from television. And it's always been shit. Like fucking Larry King mindlessly letting somebody plug their entertainment product, or letting some actor do a commercial for 10 minutes in between shitty vamping songs. It's never been good.
I will say I did watch a recent financial audit, and I feel like Caleb Hammer is like, I love the guy, but he's embraced his Gordon Ramsay.
That's fake too.
That's the thing. He's pushing.
It's 100% fake. Every time I say this, everyone complains like they made it. It's obviously fucking fake.
Which part do you think's fake of financial
All of
audit?
it. All of it.
I don't think
They're
it's
all
all
actors.
fake.
It's all paid actors. Who the fuck would go on that show just to get bodied by that? I want to go on that show so that guy can go.
I think the fakeness comes from Caleb Hammer has learned what gets him the views and the clicks, and now he's going so much harder on people. Yeah, exactly. And every episode this is the worst couple I've ever had on. This is the craziest lady I've ever had on. I thought that lady from 3 episodes ago was the craziest lady you ever had on.
I want to see Caleb get so blown away by somebody's finances that it cuts to him and he's just blowing a guy. He's like, oh my God. And he's jacking guys off.
I guess, it's the inauthenticity of, like, you have a good thing, but then you get a big reaction from being a little inauthentic, right? Like, did you ever watch the original Kitchen Nightmares from Britain?
No, I don't watch this shit ever. I hate reality TV. I fucking hate it because I hate people.
In the first season,
I hate seeing people interact. It fucking sickens me.
Shut up. Gordon Ramsay would go into a restaurant and he'd go, well, that's just not a very good fish and chips. You really you got too many people waiting in line. It was just kind of like basic common sense shit. And now you cut to like season 11 and he goes, this is the worst pizza I've ever had. You're a failure. This will never work for you. And you're like, because it's almost the Flandersization of these people. Okay. Where they discover what works. I think Caleb Hammer has discovered, hey, the episodes where I yell at a lady, or like that what's that one podcast where they have the women on and they try to
like Don Knotts. He's like
them?
A fat and gay Don Knotts. Caleb Hammer, Don Knotts
I'm
and
gonna
Mr.
be on
Chicken.
that show. We love Caleb Hammer. No. He's gonna make me a star.
How much did you spend on Starbucks? $40.
DoorDash. Yeah, he's
or like Abbott and Costello. A ghost?
But it's working. Like his channel's growing like crazy. So why would he stop? Is like we reward the artifice because we like, or the audience, I guess. Likes.
Who are you? Why are you in black and white talking about the artifice of television? Who gives a shit?
It's becoming a bit. The fact that we're
stop watching it. It's brain rot.
We are now about to enter the most artificial age of the human experience, where the line
get the fuck out of here.
Reality and fiction is going to be permanently blurred. And watching audiences go,
especially if you're retarded. If you're not retarded and you can spot
everyone's
AI,
retarded. They're clearly retarded.
No.
They all think this, like they love it. And they want all this AI shit. They see an AI-generated grandmother.
Retards do.
My grandmother's 180 years old, and she just baked this birthday cake. And the boomers, they're like, that's incredible. Good for her. And she's a veteran, and she's got like an army guy behind her. Okay, they love it. They love it. And it's horrifying to me on a number of levels.
Why? They're the same retards that have always consumed retarded shit.
Because I'm saying, look, we have this show. I like this show. I listen to some podcasts. I go, this is entertainment. Actual human conversations. How are people watching anything else? It makes no sense to me. It's horrifying. It's crazy.
I don't know. That's who they are. Like, that's what a real person is to them. Just a series of catchphrases and laughing at nothing. And, like, random bullshit. Meandering from thing to thing. Not even seeking fulfillment. Just passing the time with cliches. That's people. That's what they are. What you think is a person is not what a person is. And you're telling me it's not,
but you're saying that, and then you're going, so it's not a problem.
Yeah,
no,
but it's not the television's not the problem. The people are.
Okay, so the people that consume this shit, that's the problem. Why are you?
Yeah.
Why do you watch Mr. Beast videos? What are you getting out of it?
I don't watch Mr. Beast videos.
Not you, but the general fucking all these people who go, he went to Africa and he built wells for African kids. I go, this is like contrived.
It's like
bullshit.
5 seconds long. Who cares?
Have you ever seen wells? Are gonna rot. Yeah. Go ahead.
Have you ever seen that guy, L.A. Beast, that he ate 5 pounds of gummy bears and then threw them up? Did you see that?
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
That's the kind of content you're looking for. That's the opposite.
That's real. That's very
real. As real as it gets.
I like that.
Eating
gummy. In a way,
bears.
These nuisance streamers, these guys who are going to like Japan or that Vitali guy, where's he? Vietnam or something.
No, don't mess with Asian countries. I don't want any sort of miscegenation happening there.
Why people go, how can anyone watch this? And I go, well, because the alternate is something totally fake and made up. Here's a guy storming into a Vietnamese Burger King and just like knocking shit off the shelves, and you go,
yeah, that's
at the
cool.
end of the day, that's pretty real. Like I feel that this actually happened. It's not bullshit. You know, I know it. And that guy is actually in jail. I think maybe I will just watch that. Maybe I do just want to watch foreigners. People go to foreign countries and break stuff now.
Yeah, I don't know why you're watching this shit. This shit on Netflix.
Well, that's why I just watch the interrogation videos now, because that's the real shit.
What's that?
All the videos of criminals being interrogated. I love those.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your problem?
But it's real. That's real human interaction. Like, that's good stuff.
I guess that's. That's one way to
look at it.
Listening to a
guy go 100 times, I didn't shoot that cop. And they're like, hey, Tyrone, how about this video of you shooting a cop? And he's like, I didn't shoot that cop. And you're like, you're still stuck in that loop.
Yeah.
Anyway, my problem is, I guess, the increasing artifice of entertainment. How's that?
Jesus Christ. The increasing... You know, you actually have to produce art when you're coming up with this shit for your titles. The increasing artifice of what? Entertainment?
Entertainment, yeah.
You name your problems like fucking Dolly, or what is that? The impermanence of what? What was that shark thing?
The impermanence of death in the mind of someone living.
Oh, God.
That was by Damien Hirst.
What a awesome art piece and such a gay name. You should have called it Shark Attack. Shark Attack.
Shark Attack.
Shark Attack.
He just called it Shark Attack.
Shark Attack. Awesome.
I'm making art. You see all the new T-shirts I added to Killdozer.Industries?
Yeah, it was just you just copied King of the Hill.
Yeah, but I recreated it in HD.
Well, that's not legal.
Obviously not. A lot of the stuff on Killdozer Industries is not legal.
Oh.
But here's the deal is, if when I make these, I can order them from the site. So I'm just making T-shirts for myself until they eventually do get pulled down for copyright infringement. But
yeah, that's just straight up copyright infringement that you're doing there.
Yeah, until I get pulled down, I also don't own the Steel Battalion logo or Star Wars, but whatever, or the Microsoft logo. I'm just making T-shirts for myself.
Why are you tweeting about them then?
Oh, who cares? Because occasionally some people do buy them and they want them. Because other people like me want stupid T-shirts with references to King of the Hill for some reason.
Well, who? How many of those shirts have you sold?
Oh, none of those at all. But, which one? I sell. You know what's weird? I don't advertise this shirt anywhere. Have you ever played Steel
What would you
Battalion?
advertise it as?
I don't know. It's like an old Xbox
weird Japanese
game.
Shirt.
There's got to be some Steel Battalion community that found this shirt. I just found like an asset package that had the logo, and I said, I want a Steel Battalion T-shirt. But I sell like 5 of these because I like this. It's a cool logo. I'm like, I'd get that on a shirt. I sell like 5 or 6 of these a month, and I have no idea how they're finding it because I didn't label it Steel Battalion. Because then I would get caught.
And you don't own this? You don't own this?
No, I don't own this. I don't own this fucking the Star Wars picture here.
Oh my god!
These are just T-shirts I want to wear.
IP theft is crazy at this level.
Did you ever see Microsoft's old logo? It's a good logo.
Okay.
Very cool.
That's just their logo that you put on the shirt?
That's just their logo from like the 90s, yeah. And guys, don't forget that the Biggest Problem Universe merchandise is all still available. We own all this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
that's the art I created.
Did I do this thing already?
Stupid T-shirts. No.
Okay, my problem is fireworks. Fireworks. You see, like, China and stuff and the Olympics, everything in China, they got these amazing drones. Spectacular, right?
Yeah.
It's like a guy skiing and a dinosaur running, some kind of a big slug moving around.
It's very
and all we got is fireworks every year, and they fucking suck. They don't even do a big one. It's like a bunch of the Rose Bowl or the Dodger Stadium has the same fireworks as the poor people. They're all shooting them up. Nothing's happening. I don't know why we don't get drone shows everywhere. What's
Didn't they try
going on?
to do one? Was it in America? What was the drone show, though, where they all fell out of the sky and started killing people?
The drones did?
Yeah. It was like the drones started...
That would be great.
Well, that's the reason we can't have it in America is in China. I'm sure there's been a drone disaster, and they just, like, covered it up instantly. The Orlando drone show crash from January... one of the rogue drones stuck an 11-year-old boy in the face and chest, knocking him out.
This January?
Impact. Yeah, this January there was a drone disaster. Oh my God! I'm looking at a picture of a child in the hot. Here. This is why you can't have
child
it.
In the hot tub. Don't do that.
I'm looking at a child in a hot tub. It's the most horrible. This is what happens. This is why we can't have.
I don't want to. Don't put that on. Don't.
It's
do not
a
put
news
this on.
Story.
No.
News.
Do not put that. Do not put that. Gone. That's gone. I'm not even gonna. Oh shit! Whoops! I accidentally kicked Vito out. I thought I was just kicking out your. I thought I was just kicking out your screen. Whoops! Sorry. All right, let me go. Invite Vito back. Whoops. There he is.
Here, you fucking. I was right there the whole fucking time.
Now you're back in.
Thanks for booting me from the show.
Well,
yeah,
fuck
we can't
that
have
kid.
drones because we'd kill people.
They did that. They did that same shit in New York. Now everywhere in New York has these stupid scaffoldings everywhere.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're like in a mine, like working in a salt mine, because a couple of bricks fell off and killed like a couple people out of the millions of people walking around every day. Great. So no more drones ever.
Well, here's what I never understood is fireworks are a Chinese invention.
Okay.
And 4th of July is a celebration of America.
Yeah.
So why are we setting off Chinese fireworks or Mexican fireworks as they all come from now? It's like a celebration of our enemies. We should be doing something American, like bombing
hamburgers.
Another country or something. Actually, if Trump had waited to bomb Iran on July 4th,
that would be awesome.
That would have been the best thing he could have done. We could have said, hey, I got a real show for you guys. We set up a bunch of cameras on the ground, and we actually bust a bunch of Iranian people in there and told them it was going to be fun. And now you get to watch us. In a way, Trump's biggest problem with the Iranian bombing is where's the
timing.
Footage? Where the timing and the lack of cool visual spectacle. Like, I want to see the explosion. That would have been good for me and good for the spirit of America.
Why didn't they put a camera on that bomb?
There's got to be a way to get some sort of camera in there. Get a drone camera, anything.
And then Israel said no more showing footage of them getting bombed. It's like, okay.
Wait. We can't see footage of Israel getting bombed?
Israel made it illegal to post footage of them getting bombed, I think. If you're Israeli,
what, it makes terrorists happy?
I mean, I don't know.
So if you see a building explode and you get a video of it, you can't show it because Hamas might go, I got you fuckers?
For whatever reason.
I think that's why. I think they're like,
that one missile got through, like, bam! And then they said, okay, no more videos.
No more filming it? This is ridiculous. We should replace fireworks with something. Look, America's good at guns. Isn't there something we could do with guns? Like, couldn't we make, like, a big Akira monster or something? And we just let it loose? Can we bioengineer just, like, a giant fucking thing? And then everybody gets to shoot at it? That would be pretty cool.
Maybe they could just get, like, the fattest woman in every city. They could hook her up to a helicopter and just tour her around.
Yeah.
Like in a harness.
I thought you were going to say drop her into the middle of the city and see how big a dent it makes. Because that would be pretty cool.
I'm doing real. I'm not doing joke stuff. I'm doing real stuff that they could do.
Oh, yours is real. Yours makes more sense.
Well, they could do that. They could hook up a big fat lady, the biggest one in L.A., and just fly her around. What's more American than a big fat woman? They could strap a little rascal to her. They could tie that up, too, so she's floating around like Santa Claus, except a big fat
Maybe
bitch.
every year, the fattest woman from every state gets paraded through the street.
Helicoptered around. Like, ugh. Look at me. I would way rather see that than fireworks.
You can try to throw stuff at her. You can, like, aim laser pointers at her. That'd be fun for the kids.
Aim laser pointers.
It does feel like we have a lot of new technology, and we just always go back to... I am at the point where I see the best fireworks we had was, I remember there was a fireworks, I think it was 2 years ago, we're on the hill watching it, and then a house set on fire. And nobody was watching the fucking lights in the sky. We're like, yo, that house is on fire.
That would be cool.
That'd why not just pick like a building and just fucking set it ablaze?
Light it on fire.
Like a couple neighborhoods.
The drones, though. The drones are the best thing we could have, and we're just way behind. There's not even talk of having a drone show. It's just fireworks, and fireworks are like old grandpa shit. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see anymore. That's it. I want drones only, and they better be good. They better be exciting. Trump spent $50 million on his sloppy birthday parade full of...
that sucked.
That was horrible. That
was the worst.
That could have been an amazing drones show.
He could have, as far as Trump's birthday goes, he had Palantir money, man. He could have done some crazy shit. And instead, it's just a bunch of soldiers shuffling along while they play fucking the same Hollywood soundtrack bullshit. That was
Macy's
a disaster.
4th of July parade. $6 million. No drones to be spoken of. Boston Pops Fireworks Festival, $3 million, no drones. Small towns spend $30,000, no drones. Fucking stupid.
And let's be real, I went, even these recent LA riots, which were not that good, were infinitely better than any fireworks show. Like, I
just have a riot.
Yeah, well, how about like a purge, like a limited purge? Okay,
the richest guy in town could come out and say the N-word and then just go, whoa! Go for it!
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Yeah, the police get to kneel on one black guy, and then everybody gets to freak out about it for all night.
Yeah, freak out.
See, that was the thing about the purge, is like, okay, there should be a limited purge, no murder. That's a little much. But like a mini purge of like, you can break some windows. A little bit of looting.
Yeah.
No, nothing over 100. We could have stores. Target could like outfit their store to be looting friendly. You know, no like big ticket items, but like you get to go in and there's just candy.
This sounds more like a Juneteenth celebration, though. I'm talking about 4th of July stuff right now.
Right.
All right, that's my problem.
That's pretty
Fireworks,
good.
fucking garbage. What's your problem?
Oh man, I got
you
a
have
couple
one?
here.
You fucked
Well,
up.
because I do one, but then it seems too similar to one we already did. So I'll do this one. Is in the UK they just had what, like a music festival or whatever?
Glastonbury. Yeah.
Glastonbury. It's like a big thing, and there's a guy named Bob Vylon. Is that his name?
Yeah.
And this seems like a talented young guy. He's Bob Vylon. He's a African gentleman, not American, obviously. I guess
African American.
No. Bob Vylon is an English punk rap duo based in London.
Oh yeah, punk rap, dude. Yeah.
It's very actually, you know what problem I did want to do, but I didn't get the stats? Fuck this one.
I wonder what his biggest problem in the universe is. White bitches with dreads, probably.
Well, he reminds me
fucking them.
He reminds me of a different black entertainer who I actually did want to bring in.
Sammy Davis Jr.
That's a good one. This guy's a metal music producer.
Oh.
And he just released one of the top metal songs of the month. And he's number 7. Can you believe it?
Okay.
Coming in at number 7 on the Billboard charts is our good friend Eric July.
Oh,
and the problem I actually did want to bring in was the concept of best-selling whatever the fuck. These rankings and lists where it goes, well, that guy's a best-selling author. That guy is a best-selling music guy.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah.
What does that mean? And it turns out that to get on these bestseller lists, you have to basically just kind of show up and do nothing.
What?
Have you? Yeah, dude. Do you know what it takes to be on the New York Times bestseller list?
Well, that one is involves a lot of glad handing and cronyism. Yeah, but you have to sell for a Billboard. I mean, you have to sell for the other ones. Best-selling.
Well, okay, you have to sell for Billboard to be on like the top 100. But if you're in the category of like black infused emo rap rock core based out of Ohio, and you're number 7.
You're talking about Eric July's Billboard shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And dude, Billboard charting artist. He's now going to put on all his stuff. Like whenever he has a biography,
he got kicked off.
But he's still number 7. He thought he was going to be number 1. Now he's number 7. So first of all, he tried to game the system.
Number 7 in metal?
In rap rock, new wave metal. Hold on. He tweeted it like a second before I came on the show, and I took a screenshot of it.
Billboard? Wow.
Even though he failed, he's celebrating because it's still like he won. Okay. Norfolk Glorious
with his retarded song with that fucking weirdo?
Yes. Is currently number 7 on the Billboard Hard Rock digital song sales.
Oh,
now,
wow.
as Young Ripa has tweeted out, he says, quick clarification. Because I think he said, we're number 1. He said, we're number 1. And they checked the Billboard charts. He said, well, the fuck, we're number 7. We're not even number 1 at all. So he had to issue a clarification. He says, click clarification. Glorious Death is number 7 on the Billboard digital song sales chart.
Yeah, but no, wait, not on the digital, on some fucking obscure category, right?
On the category of hard rock digital song sales. So he's not the number 7 artist across all of Billboard. He's specifically in the category where, like a Guns N' Roses song from 20 years ago, because there are no artists in the hard rock. Like literally, hold on, I'll look up the list. Hard rock, digital, and it's only digital sales Billboard. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we beat Metallica from 15 years ago. You're like, well, who the fuck cares?
15. Tried 35. Where are the songs that he's going up against?
This
Chinese Democracy? Probably not.
Yeah, number 1 is the song "Sound of Silence" by Disturbed. When did that song come out?
Was it the 90s?
The Sound of Silence
Disturbed?
from 2015. So the number 1 song in the category is from 2015.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, Billboard loves
What's the next song?
Well, that's why I'm trying. Okay. They love to hide this shit behind a fucking paywall.
The Dick Show album was number 2 in comedy, by the way. A very hotly contested and competitive category, Eric. Number two in comedy. You know, comedy. It's not like country comedy, black comedy, priest comedy. It's just comedy, all of comedy, bro.
What are the Billboard hard rock?
They're hard
digital?
to find. All the Billboard stuff's hard to find.
Yeah, they really do hide it. The point is that
you don't know.
Here we go. Currently, okay, the number ones is like AC/DC Thunderstruck has recently returned to number one. Metallica's
when did that come out?
Thunderstruck's got to be like 30 years old. Like
more
he's not
than
competing.
that.
Thunderstruck is from 1990, so
35.
35 years.
Wow.
That was close. Metallica's Enter Sandman, like he's competing against ancient
You're competing
songs.
against songs that are no longer being purchased. That's
songs,
it.
Yeah, exactly. Songs that have already been downloaded a million years ago, and you're still losing to them. Now,
yeah.
Eric's, do you know? Have you heard his explanation?
You're competing against boomers. You're competing against people who are 65 plus and are just buying the song because they have a new iPhone and they don't know where all their songs went. So they're buying it again, and that's the only one they remembered. That's what, or they're in like a soundtrack or something. That's what you're competing against. Nobody. Fucking idiot.
For those of you who don't know, he ran a campaign. This new song. We haven't played this at all. Have you seen this video?
No.
It's for his new comic book for Norfolk.
No, don't watch it though. We're gonna get.
All right, we're gonna get struck. Will we?
Yes,
right.
Those retards. Yes.
So he ran this huge campaign, and he made 1 million videos. Here he is on Facebook. He said he made a Facebook short where he's going, guys, this is your final day to help us chart on Billboard. Glorious 10th. Here, can I play this of him talking about how we all have to download his new song? Okay,
yeah.
Here's Eric July, and he's going to tell you why we have to download his exciting new song. And there's the audio. Okay.
No, Norfolk, which is the in-universe Rippaverse band, but it features music from Dan Vasc and I. We released that first single, Glorious Death, this past Friday. Today is Thursday. Now, what does that mean? Okay. Billboard charts. That's the big U.S. Music chart.
Thanks.
Oh, wait. What is it? What is this Billboard that I'm... what is... It's a...
Thank you for explaining,
a music
Eric.
chart? Now, what is music? Can you explain that to me?
Well, I think maybe he's going to explain it here. Let's find out.
From that Friday to the following Thursday, which is today. And generally, when you release any single album, those first weeks, that's your best chance to chart. And Norfolk's Glorious Death has a legitimate chance to not just chart, but to also top it. But of course, we cannot do it without your support.
Yeah, you guys. So what happened was
dumb pigs.
Well, did you hear how he fucked up? Like Eric's life is like a comedy of errors. Yeah. So he did his classic thing where he's like, guys, go download the song and don't just download it once, download it multiple times. We really got to juice this thing.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
We got to get this to number one. First of all, no, that doesn't count at all. So that was retarded. Here, let me see what he says.
So
yeah, and his dumb fuck audience is just buying 20 versions.
Yeah,
of the same
some guy
song,
posted.
right?
He's like, I bought it 30 times, and you're like, that doesn't matter at all. That literally doesn't count.
There are 3 places that you can grab this single. Now, as you can see, we're looking right now on Amazon. We are the number 2.
Have you heard this, by the way? Because this is hilarious. He was literally undone by his own greed. Listen to this.
We have the number 2 hard rock and or metal band.
Buy it on Amazon.
Single right now with Glorious Death, right behind AC/DC's Thunderstruck. To put this into perspective, last week, Enter Sandman and Thunderstruck were like 2 and 3. So that's around where we are at.
It's almost like his song's better than Enter Sandman because it's number 2, right? Can you believe that he beat Enter Sandman? It must be a better song.
Can't fucking believe it, bro.
Can't believe it.
Again, we have an opportunity to actually top it. So we've been floating in the top 5 as well with iTunes. Those are the 2 places that you can just buy it outright.
I can't wait to read the stupid fucking people that say, "Oh, actually, that is a good ranking." Oh, actually,
Number 7.
You're used to buying music from iTunes and Amazon. Wherever you're watching this, of course, we're going to have links in the description. But you can also purchase it directly from us. It's
greedy. You got greedy and you fucked up your billboard, didn't you, Eric? You got fucking greedy and you
Eric
fucked up.
told everyone. He told everyone.
Fucking idiot.
You can buy it on Amazon and iTunes. That's great. Or buy it directly from us, because obviously he gets a bigger cut if you buy it from his website.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
What Eric didn't realize is that the service he uses to track the sales on his website does not get reported to Billboard.
Whoops.
So every single person who bought it from his website, he says, guys, go to the website, buy the song. We're going to be number 1 on Billboard.
Yeah.
He went to him and he went, here's all my digital sales from my website. And they went, what the fuck are we going to do with that? What are you, retarded?
Did he really do that? Did he try to add it?
He thought it automatic. He thought that the service he paid for was integrated to Billboard or something. And he thought
Shopify,
the sales...
download an MP3.
Yes!
He thought, what a fucking moron. What if and his partner in this is just as fucking dumb for not letting him know that's stupid.
Dude, so he's like, well, Billboard really fucked us. It's like, you fucked you. Why did you not just tell people to download it on iTunes? Why did you think? And he's like, I talked to the company said, I'm like, I don't care what the company, obviously they have no way
that
to
didn't
deal
happen.
with
He didn't talk to any company.
Dude.
He's got some retard running this out of his shit factory in Texas.
When have you ever thought, Billboard charts, clearly they go to every artist's, little website and goes, hey, can you just tell us how many downloads you had? We'll just collate that. That's simple or whatever.
Let us know.
No, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So he completely fucked himself. I don't know what he would have ranked without it, but he's now on there crying. He's going, our payment processor, they made promises that
still counts towards the charts.
Wait, can you turn his volume down by half?
By a lot?
Yeah.
Can I?
And don't worry about it if you can't. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't actually know how to do that on Facebook.
Rippaverse.com/Norfolka. If you go there, you will be able to purchase the single directly from us.
I mean, we got the point. Basically, he told everybody,
how about
go to my website.
You're not on Billboard. How about that for Norfolka? No fucker, you're not on Billboard. Guess who is?
Go.
Me. This guy over here.
Dude, number 7 is with
a little song called Go Fuck Yourself. Not joking. Not joking.
Number 7 is so bad, considering you're going up against fucking ancient songs from 35 years ago. Yeah, so we had number 7, despite the majority of his sales were done through this fucking website. Because again, he got greedy. He was doing all these streams, we gotta be Billboard number 1.
What a stupid piece of shit. What a stupid fuck.
Rippaverse.com/Norfolka. He kept saying, go buy it from here, guys, because it'll be counted, and then we're gonna chart on Billboard. If he had just said, buy it on your favorite music platform, he might have got what he wanted. He might have got number 2, I don't know.
Nah, he still wouldn't have.
But it's a dead category. He might have, possibly.
Yeah.
It is hilarious how all his schemes just always
That's too bad,
fall
you
apart.
Nincompoop. You stupid nincompoop, Eric. You fucking nincompoop. You fucked up again.
All he was nothing. He always tries to be cleverer than every other band in the universe. Goes, yeah, our song's on iTunes. It sucks they take some of our money, but you go buy it on iTunes, okay?
Yeah.
But it's always him. He goes, I'm not gonna, I gotta get a whole warehouse to ship the comic, because then I'll save money.
Stupid, ignorant nincompoop, Eric. You fucking nincompoop.
He really goofed this one up.
Fucked it up. You fucked up again, Eric.
I guess the point I wanted to make, not only will he now claim to be a Billboard charting artist, that's the bigger problem, I think, is that now he gets to go, oh, well, of course everybody loves my band. We were actually charted on Billboard. And you go, yeah, what number were you? Numbers are just, it doesn't really matter
7.
at
wow,
all.
That's pretty good.
Could be anything.
On the main chart?
Number 7 on the chart. You were the number 7 song. Wow.
We were number 7 in the comic book songs. We're right next to Jabberjaw.
hey, the Jabberjaw song's really good. So if he can beat the Jabberjaw song, all right.
Yeah, Josie and the Pussycats, Jabberjaw, Grape Ape, and then the No Fricka retarded comic book song for weird fucks was on there at number 7.
Well, guys, I do want to say, and if I could share my screen one more time, if you loved the number 7 rock rap charting single, Glorious Death, it is currently available in 2 limited edition vinyls. As you can see, there's if you want to share my screen real quick, you can pre-order Norfolk Glorious Death in the 140G
Get the fuck
standard
outta
edition
here.
or the 180G.
What a fucking weirdo, man. Why would, I mean, like, if you're... Who's the guy that he's doing the song with? Dan something?
Dan Vask? He's like,
Dan
he's
Vasectomy?
I forget who that guy is.
Imagine you're, like, pretending to... Or you're trying to be, like, a real rock guy.
Yeah.
Dan Vag? What is his
Dan
name?
Vag. Dan
Vag. And then
Yeah.
you're like, all right, let's do a song. Here, I'm going to put this shitty cartoon on it and this fucked up, weird ad for my comic book. Like, all right, man, cool.
Is he counting sales of the song towards his total for this fucking comic camp? He's always running little things where he goes, my comic sold 161,000. You're like, how much of that is this stupid
I had
fucking
forgotten all
album,
about this
man?
idiot.
Well, he's still out there I can't believe he fucked. This was easy. This was an easy thing. Tell all your sycophants to go to iTunes.
Yeah.
How did you fuck that up?
How did you fuck this up, Eric? Because you're a nincompoop. That's how.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm very excited. I got to get the... which
'Cause
one
you're
will I
s-
get? Will
You
I
don't
get the
think
standard or the
past
gold?
What's right in front of you, which is give me the money. You don't think a second past, give me that money. That's
He
why you fucked it
overthinks
up.
give me that money. He goes, how could I make an extra $10 selling it on my own website?
It's on my own website.
And then
There
fuck
we
up
go.
this whole fucking Billboard charting scheme I had. Anyway, congratulations to Billboard charting artists Eric July and Dan Vask.
And Dan Vag.
For the
Congratulations.
Norfolk Glorious
Dan,
Death.
congratulations to Eric July and Dan Vag for their amazing number 7 spot in hard rock comic book songs made by cartoons.
Why did you think website sales would count? That's like so retarded. You know who I have to feel a little bad for though is Yellow Flash's. Eric does not give a shit about Yellow Flash at all at this point.
No one
Yellow
gives
Flash,
a shit about Yellow Flash.
I know, but like at one point, Yellow Flash was going to be Eric's golden boy. He was promoting his stupid World War II comic, and now Eric July is like, fuck that guy. It's all back to Norfolka now. Yellow Flash's comic did finally hit 100K, so congratulations.
Are those grooming? Are those grooming comic books still coming out? The little
the
girls
ones
with
the
their
little girls
with their discovering themselves that fucking weirdo was making.
Well,
that other weird fuck was making.
I don't know if you saw this, but they interviewed that Carol Brown lady about how Ripasend works, and she's like,
The lesbian?
Yeah, and they're like, well, sometimes
Yeah.
we got to take money from the campaigns to pay for advertising or whatever else. And I went, oh, all those banners at Eric's booth that have like the fucking black girl on them to make his booth look more impressive or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's just taking that money from
They're
Gay
grossing?
3PO. Yeah,
They're
like
net
taking
profiting
money.
these people.
I think they're building out their booth presence using money from all the Ripasend people to
Bro,
make
they're
their
doing
booth
Hollywood
more...
accounting. They're
Yeah,
fucking doing
100%.
Hollywood accounting. Oh my god.
She literally said, and I was like, dude, they did this whole interview with her where I was like, all this stuff you're saying sounds like at no point is it like, here's how you make more money. It's here's how we take money away from you to pay for our shit. And I'm
people
like,
with no
oh
marketing
my
experience
God.
at all.
Well, dude, I get Facebook when that fucking guy's little black girl comic was going, because occasionally I'll look up Rippaverse stuff, so now my cookies think I care about the Rippaverse. I was
It's
getting
not because you're in child molesting groups, so you
well,
get...
yeah, I also get all the child molesting and the lolly ads and whatever else. But
they targeted you.
So they obviously sent me the little black girl. All those fucking Google ads that, again, go to the Rippaverse website, but use the little black girl to be like, hey, maybe you want to check this out. I think he's also charging them for that. So he's like,
I'm gonna click on the
piggybacking-
shit. I'm gonna click the shit out of those ads now.
Dude, click on them. Yeah. because I'm sure they get charged by the click and fucking
Yes.
And he's piggybacking on them to get people to come to his website and charging them all the fucking advertising costs.
What a scam artist!
I think
that's fucking
I don't know
great.
That the way she was talking.
Of course it is. Of course that's what he's doing.
Bro, so when you look at these totals for Yellow Flash versus like $100K, that doesn't count all the money he spent on like needless trailers, fucking banners for his booth, fucking Google ads. Like, he's bleeding these retards dry. It's crazy. Don't let this guy publish your comic. Just publish your own fucking comic. This is nuts.
Or just take the money and don't ever make a comic. That's
also
better.
an idea. That's not a terrible idea. Maybe I should have that route.
Let's here's the list of things that Jews in entertainment already figured out. Number 1, how to take profit for your marketing, right? That's something that they figured out. Number 2, one person buying the same song over and over to pay for it charting. Stupid. They already fucking figured that out.
Yeah.
All right, that's
it is
the
true
show.
that Eric is trying to out-Jew the Jews 20 years, 50 years late, and
only Trump
Eric,
could do that.
All of entertainment's been figured out long before you came along. Just follow those guys.
Okay. Fireworks.
Reality,
deficit dummies.
The growing artifice of entertainment.
Artifice shit.
The increasing artifice of entertainment, and Billboard charting artists, I guess. Or
Billboard fucking phonies.
Billboard boobs. Billboard bastards. Fucking everything.
You don't always have to have alliteration.
I know, but it's if I accomplish alliteration, I feel like I've done something with my day.
Billboard charting.
Billboard bitches.
Billboard bitches. Nah, that's like the work boot warehouse.
Eric's silly billboard scam.
Billboard scam. Eric's silly billboard scams. All right, go to the site, go to Patreon and vote on it.
Which didn't work because he's a fucking idiot.
Let me find. Let's find the super chats.
I'll bring these up as well.
Easy to see because half of the picture's in black and white.
Are you going to be you should not go to the fucking fireworks. You're going to blow your ears off. Aren't you like a dog right now? The fireworks freak you out?
No, I'm okay with those. Boss Hog, $2.79 $. Thank you. Cameron for 2. Skip dippity boop bop dop bop doo bop doo skippity doo. Koo for 2. Thank you for not killing yourselves. I almost said it for 10. I'm just happy my 2 gay internet dads are still together. Please don't divorce Vito, even though he is fat and retarded. I really can't stress how much pain that I'm in. It's not really funny or fun to talk about. Dribs Bulls for 2. Have a great Pork of July.
That's a good one. See, that's a good one. I like that.
Synthetic Shinobi for 10. Vito, you absolutely stole the show on PKA. That was your funniest appearance yet. That bit about changing your name on DoorDash to Ping Pong was hilarious. Also, please have Harley call in. Thanks. Is this your account? Now I'm starting to think Synthetic Shinobi's your account.
Is Harley in L.A.? We should get Harley on the show sometime.
Sure.
I think he's in L.A.
Synthetic Shinobi for 5. The biggest problem in the universe is the doorway phenomenon, making you forget why you got up to do something or why you were looking for.
I've never heard of that. The doorway, is that when you enter a new room, your perception changes?
Yes.
Interesting.
Stu K for 2. When life gives you lemons, you eat them. LJ Clabrino for 2. Vito's food fact of the day. Give us a good fact. Not for $2. Cameron for 2. Can't wait to talk to my friends in the Discord. A lot of people got banned in a lot of Discords this week.
What are you talking about? Not a lot. No one got banned from any Discord.
They got banned in mine. These fuckers were posting each other's passports and posting pictures of them cutting themselves. It was a bloodbath.
Oh, okay.
I think they worked it out though, and everybody got back in eventually.
Straturgery for 5. Sorry I can't listen live tonight, so for good measure, here you go. Chuck Dixon, my ass. Nobody wants that Dixon beats. Nobody wants that. Chris Onion for 2. Spurious and F. Slurious. Wilma Dickfit for 2. Happy into Pigpen's Day. Wilma Dickfit for 5. Going by historical data, there are about 5,000 Americans who will wake up on Saturday with less than 10 fingers. That many? That's crazy. Let's get to Sean TV for 10. Says tonight on the After Problem, Crimsel and I will be going over Vito's Whatnot stream where I made him literally cry from cutting magic cards with scissors. Did you see that at all, Dick?
No, I saw a little piece of it.
I ran a Whatnot stream, and Sean decided to buy every single pack of cards so no one else could buy any of them, and then made me destroy every single pack, knowing it hurt me deeply. And he hit like some good shit where I'm like, dude, and I had to keep cutting into the pack with scissors and then opening it and seeing what I fucked up.
Schizo Sean, email me that right now.
I think he's putting it together into a fucking Schizo Sean TV on YouTube. Go check it out.
Go to Schizo. If you want to see that clip, you have to go to Schizo Sean TV for the after problem and watch that.
After
we'll
problem
watch it
with
next
Crimsel.
week if you send it
Riley
to me.
and friends for 20. Give it to me straight, boys. We ever getting Vito back in the studio. If Dick's ears ever get fixed, find him a doctor.
Yeah, I kind of got a lot of problems, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not really.
Yeah.
It's not really. I mean, frankly,
I think you have more
really
pressing things on your
me.
mind than having a loud Italian yell at you across the table. Corgan Art for 5 says, have you read Superkiller vs. the Punisher by Johnny Rockets? It's the best superhero story I've ever read.
Have you read it?
Out. I have not read it. Hot Fart Dingledorf.
Would you read it? Would you read it?
I don't think I would read it, though.
How much money would it take for you to read it on stream?
Like 100. I don't know. Well, no, because it looks long. Depends on how long it is.
Well, what is it for how long it is?
$500. That's an absurd amount of money. Hot Fart Dingledorf for 5. Sorry I can't watch live. If somebody wants to donate $500, fine. Sorry I can't watch live. I got a lightsaber. Gonna go swing into the park and probably put it up my butt too. Love the show.
Cool.
Balder for 2 says gay. Hot Fart Dingledorf for 2 says late. Cameron for 2 sash your starting screen doesn't go to the top border.
I fucking saw that too.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Fidel Cashflow for 5 says, great PKA appearance, Vito. Get Harley on this show. You know what I did discuss with Harley is he's into magic cards. Remember we were talking about maybe playing Commander? Like you wouldn't even have to leave your house. You just set up a web camera.
Yeah.
Well, that might be something you could do if you're locked in your house forever. You can play magic cards at least.
Yeah, it's the hearing that's the problem for me. So it's kind of the same problem.
Is me doing this? Do I got to do something while we do this show to help your ears? Is this hurting you?
It's not fixable. It's just the way it is.
So right now you're just in pain and you got to listen to me.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. Well, good luck, I guess. Scar for 5. You gotta learn like you gotta learn whatever. I'm not giving any advice. Scar for 5. Vito, why'd you block me on Twitter? I texted biggest problem and you didn't respond. Was it because I said it Road Rage at the end? I have no idea what you said at Road Rage, and I will unblock you. I haven't checked the biggest problem Twitter, so I don't know what was said at Road Rage.
Low Punny Ass Eater for 5. Vito, have you tried the Mango Rush Mountain Dew, only available at Little Caesars?
I'm not big on these alternate Mountain Dews. I've never found any of them tasty.
Johnny Rocket for 5. The wait is
like
over. Super Killer versus the Punisher is out now. Now you can't possibly have a problem with somebody else doing Super Killer if you're ripping off King of the Hill, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're just totally stealing all these logos.
People can make Super Killer fan comics. Yeah, you can do that.
But not a fan. I mean, it's the real Super Killer versus the Punisher. This is an official.
It's not the real Super Killer versus the Punisher.
But you can't possibly have a problem with that, though, if you're just blatantly stealing other people's IP.
I don't have a problem with that at all. You can absolutely fuck around with my IP. There's nothing I can do about it.
Bender for 5.
And I fuck around with people's IP all the time. Bender for 5. Oh shit, we're talking about Vulgar. That's the clown movie I was talking about. Biggest problem, WAPTP ESD crossover for the win. Is TESD. Is that the Steve? Yeah. Tell him Steve Dave. That's the guy's podcast.
Tell him Steve Dave.
And I said, hey, Steve Dave, I'd love to get you on the podcast sometime. And then he gave me his phone number. And I was like, you don't use like email or something? So
yeah, that's weird.
Well, he's an older guy. Johnny Rocket 5 says banned from Boston.
With 2 M's.
With 2 M's. Jab City for 5. Vito will survive the first attack, but the second is definitely killing him. The value of Super Killer will increase bigly when Vito dies. Plus, it's been 4 years. I don't think it's been 4 years, but maybe it has. Gamed for 5. I wish you would step back from that cake, my friend. You could cut weight and see your ween when you look down again. Riley and Friends for 5. Voted up songs have been bangers lately. I've seen additional effort in the voted up arena, and I appreciate it, guys. Jab City for 2. $100,000 made. 4 years late. It's not 4 years late. And charging $15 shipping. Every time you guys talk about how late it is, you add an extra couple of years.
Right.
Oglovich for 2. Slavery. This is an American History X filter, Vito. NGR Lover for 10. Since Vito's comic books grift this game is almost over, he should start a crowd fund to donate for him to lift/work out. Obviously never will. We are too stupid to not give him money to try. I thought about doing workout streams. Like just streaming
you've been talking about those.
Have I?
Yeah,
so
you mentioned that before that you would monetize you working out.
I can still do it. The problem is it would only be like an hour. Like, I don't want to work out for like 2-3 hours, you know?
You should have a stream where
1 hour
you just come up with ideas constantly, and somebody like whatever they buy on the wheel, you come up with an idea in that vein.
I come up with a good idea.
Yeah.
I got a lot of good ideas. So
yeah, my cut for 5. I loved Kevin Smith until the He-Man reboot. I'd rather watch Jersey Girl. Amazing Disgrace for 2. Vito and Fallout 4. Futuristic but shitty. Cameron
Diamond
for
G
2.
for 2. Here's $2. Thanks for a show. We almost skipped that one. Go ahead.
Cameron for 2. What era do we live in this week, Vito? Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laugh, boys. Normal show when? Diamond G for 2. I hope you balance the audio next week. Dick is low. Still? Aklovich for 2. Damian Hirst should have made the shark fully erect. Yeah, that would have been cool too. Diamond G for 2. Maybe it's because Vito screams into a Temu microphone.
This is a $900 microphone.
It's his gain. His gain structure is fucked up. His compression is I don't know, non-existent probably. And he uses a noise filter. Noise filters are bad. Hack the Movies for 5. Dick, the fans loved your first and Vito's last Hack the Movies episode, which you can see at hackthemovies.com. About Judge Dredd.
/Hack the Movies.
Hack the Movies.
Where Tony,
I don't think any movies were hacked though, Tony. I need to see
what a slide is and educates us on his fucked up childhood.
Fatix the Great for 5. Hey, what's the name of that pedophile movie? So I can avoid it. Thanks. I forget.
I don't know.
LJ Clabrino for 5. Vito, are you gonna get DidPal 3D AI companion? It's like Alexa, but replaced with a digital 3D waifu in a jar. What the fuck is that?
I saw that. So it's a little canister with a hologram. You can change which character the hologram is. And then it's like you can talk to your favorite anime character all day long.
So it's like for pedophiles?
It could be for other people who aren't pedophiles as well, I suppose. But yeah, probably pedophiles, I guess.
What the fuck is this shit?
No, I don't want one. And actually, the reason I don't want one was that they did steal a lot of IP for their campaign, where I go, I don't kind of trust a big company doing that. It's weird to me. The DiePal first curved screen 3D AI character pod on Kickstarter?
What the fuck is this shit, bro?
How have you not seen this?
I don't know.
Only 3 easy payments of $126 a month. I love that you can get it on layaway.
What the fuck?
You put it on your desk and then
get a move on.
Your favorite anime character.
This little weird gremlin thing is talking to you every day?
Yeah, you can choose which gremlin. I mean, you could get fucking Asuka from Evangelion. You could get your Cowboy Bebop, Faye Valentine. Probably have Sonic the Hedgehog with big titties in there.
Why is it in a little, like, cylinder?
Well, because holograms aren't real technology. It's like, obviously.
Yeah, they are.
Well, it uses like mirrors and trickery. It's not like a short throw laser.
That's called technology, dickhead.
Okay, well that's why it's in a little canister, is to achieve that effect on a low budget. It's not like a magic fucking thing. So it's got to be in a canister.
What the fuck is this shit?
She dances and talks to you.
Fuck this. This shit is banned from my house. My son cannot have one of these.
No cooking for you tonight, huh?
The second he can get one.
Oh, by the way, the latest episode of that show you just dropped. Let's watch it during dinner.
That bitch is talking like that? But that's like a little Asian bitch. Why is she talking like an old white lady?
I don't know, but here I'm looking at like, see, it's showing you. If you look at further on that
Welcome
thing,
back.
it's showing off like.
What you doing tonight?
You can have Iron Man in there and shit. I'm
Wait a
like,
minute. Wait a minute. Did you see that? Wait.
What is
wait,
she
wait,
doing?
wait.
She watching jerking him off?
No.
Oh.
Watch. Wait. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Wait.
The latest episode of that show you
Listen,
just
listen,
dropped.
listen.
Let's watch it during dinner.
Let's
Yeah.
watch it.
Okay, wait.
Welcome back. What you doing tonight?
What you doing tonight?
I mean, maybe the charm is having it talking broken fucking English to you.
Can I
That
have a
could be
little
fun.
racist Chinese guy?
Yeah.
Oh, hero! What you doing tonight?
Oh, welcome home. Did you get a rice? You get a neuter? What'd you get to eat? Look at
Can I get
tasty.
Jackie Chan's uncle from the Jackie Chan Adventures?
That would be pretty great.
One
I mean,
more
you probably
thing.
could.
Okay.
Again, part of my problem is all the advertising is showing like copyrighted characters and shit. Where I'm like, you guys don't own this shit, man. You can't do that.
I want Jackie Chan Adventures uncle character.
Well, you can get Mecha Godzilla, you can get Iron Man, you can get Spider Man, you can get anything.
No, I don't
you
want that shit. I want the uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures show.
Okay, well, you can probably get him.
Shit.
I want Super Dave's sidekick. What was his name?
Toshi, come on. You don't know that.
I don't remember. Was it Toshi?
How do you not know fucking Toshi, the guy that made all of his equipment?
It was Fuji.
Yeah. You're right.
I like that you like tried to shame me. You don't know his fucking name. It's the Fuji, you fucking idiot. I want Fuji.
Fast
How's
Guy
that?
6666. I still watch Vito's Witch video sometimes. His voiceover is so funny. Gordon
thank
Shumways for 5. Invite Caleb Hammer on the show. Biggest problem in the universe is better than WATP is better than PKA. On the John for 10 by the Maniac. I made a trailer and it's in Richard's Discord DMs. Oh wait, I fucked up. I've accidentally went to
You
the top.
skipped like a million super chats. Amazing disgrace for 2. We turned fireworks into weapons. Total flex. Fast Guy is 666 for 2. Helicopters can't hold fat women. For another 2, he says drones are what rhymes with day. Play.
Day.
Blunder of you for 5. All medicines are toxic. These poisons get stored in the body, which dehydrates it and causes disease. So vaccines, nope. Doctors are frauds. What is it? RFK's trying to shut down the hepatitis vaccine? Is that what he said?
Yeah, it's bad. Hepatitis B, bad.
Well, it's bizarre. It's possible, man. It's scary stuff. Highs 1, 2, 3 for 2. I can't wait to get Vito's toys during the purge. Fast Guy 666 for 5. Vito and Dick great together. Everyone's ungrateful for this golden duo show. Some respect. Jihadobot for 5. You know some dumbass in LA will mess up a drone show, flying their own drone right into it.
Yeah, it'd be
Scar
great.
for
That'd be fucking
5.
great.
I mean, it is true that they would set the. If you want, you should just drive down to the ghetto. You ever go down to the fucking South Central on July 4th?
Fuck no.
They're
I
going
do
to
not
be.
go
They
down
like
to South Central any day,
just drive
especially
through
July
the streets.
4th.
It's insane. Scar for 5. We shouldn't be asking why Vito is black and white, but why he's so humongous. Scar, send your message to the biggest problem Twitter. I'll unban you. Fast Fat Guy for 5. Yep, we did that one.
I already read those. Here, I got the Maniac trailer. Here, hold on.
What is it?
The Maniac, the comic book. The Maniac.
Okay.
It's out.
I thought it was out already.
That's what I said. It's out. Okay. And here we go. Look at that screech. Screech.
How could he do this? Hang on. Let's see who this guy is. The Maniac is always... My God!
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have doubted the
Guys,
man.
it's too fucking on the John. It's a 2.5-minute fucking trailer.
That was a pretty
What
long trailer.
What are you
man.
fucking doing here showing Screech and cars driving around for 30 seconds already? Have you ever seen a movie trailer that's 2.5 minutes long? Fuck!
I mean, if it is 2.5 minutes, it's like, it's a movie. There's a lot of stuff. It's great. We love it. Let's see.
Maniac.
Fucking cyclists.
Fast. Well,
Welcome
Dick,
to
hold on.
Fun.
We got a fucking 3-second fade in a trailer? What?
Well, I have to say that Schizo Sean TV has just donated $490 in a super chat. He says, read it and add this to my dono already. 500 is the daily limit. And he sent the clip to your dick. What clip? I thought I had to read a comic.
Yeah, you got to read you have to go read the comic. You have to read the comic tonight now.
Not tonight. I didn't say I'd do it tonight.
Yes, that was implied. You have to do it tonight.
Well, I mean, that is 490. I don't know about this adding it to the total.
Add to what total?
I'll take, well, because he already sent $10. He's saying he's grandfathered into the $500 total. Because he's not allowed to send more than 500 in a day. Oh, it makes sense when you never let anybody add for your fucking shit. Send me a link, $500. Yeah, sure, I'll read it.
There you go. So
there you
go to Whatnot where Vito will be reading.
I don't think I'm doing it tonight though. I just did a 2-hour pod.
Okay, you got to pick a day then this week.
Okay, I will pick we'll figure out a day and we will read it. Thank you, Schizo Sean, for an incredible 400. Schizo Sean spent like $3,000 on my Whatnot stream, dude. I don't know
He's fucking schizo. What were you thinking putting that number out?
Well, I mean, he's schizo and like he made me destroy all those magic cards. He really did. And it felt bad. He made me destroy it was a collector's pack of the new Final Fantasy cards, and I had to cut it in half, and we got like $100 foil in there, and I signed it and I sent to him. I was like, this sucks.
Fuck those
That's
cards.
a nice card. No, those cards are nice. Anyway, enjoy your 4th of July. And I'll see you next Friday, I guess.
All right, goodbye.
I'll be at Buffalo Bills Casino. Come on by.
Fucking end. Oh.